Hello and welcome to my channel. So, as you all already know, Demi released a trailer to her highly anticipated docu-series called Dancing with the Devil, in which she'll be deeply opening herself about her near-fatal overdose back in 2018. It already got 10 million views within a week. I've been planning to do this video since the day the trailer came out, but only now I got the time to do so. Please do not watch this video if you're sensitive about the following topics: drug abuse, overdose, and alcohol abuse. I'd just like to remind that if you're new in my channel, please know that I'm not in touch with Demi, neither a representative of hers. I'm a loyal fan that follows her for almost 10 years now, and this video is for entertainment purposes only. Everything we have to know will be shared by Demi on March 23rd, and in this video I'll be connecting some dots about stuff we already have seen on the trailer. Here's everything you may have missed about the Dancing with the Devil trailer. Dancing with the Devil is a 4-part docu-series which will focus on Demi's overdose and road to recovery, but before everything happened, Demi had plans to film another documentary with YouTube, following Simply Complicated. We don't really know what issues she would be speaking of, but it's a fact that Tell Me You Love Me tour would be included on it. Thank God they didn't scrap all the footage they previously recorded. That tour was amazing and we do deserve to have like a movie of it. The Nashville concert on March 28, 2018 was professionally recorded, as you can see in the following tweets.
I can't believe y'all are doing this.
So you just want to know everything.
In case you don't know, this is Jordan, the same Jordan that later in the trailer calls 911. Everything I found about her is that she was part of Demi's assistance team, like Kelsey at the time, but with less stuff to do. I also found information enough to conclude Jordan was a member of the Cass Center staff, possibly hired as a sober companion before Demi relapsed. If this last information is correct, I assume Jordan stayed in Demi's team only as her assistant, since Demi dropped Mike, her former sober coach at the time, and totally detached herself with the entire Cass Center's experience.
It's gonna overflow.
Demi screaming more kept echoing inside my head for so long after I watched it the first time. This part just hurt so fucking much, and I have a lot to say about it. This footage of Demi partying with her dancers was on June 19th while she was touring in Amsterdam, right after she finished the concert. In the Sorry Not Sorry performance at this day, Demi mouthed "more party" at one of her dancers, indicating he was probably keep going after the show. Sure, maybe it's not that deep, but maybe it was a sign, and I'm considering that. Within all my searches, it potentially matches the day Dallas expressed her concern about Demi in the next part of the trailer. They probably all happened the same day.
Oh, hey, be careful, okay? I felt like I needed to tell you that I'm always here.
I don't know if y'all remember, but Demi posted a picture about this event at the time and quickly deleted. She was kissing her dancer and friend, Danny Vitale. Something that really intrigues me is, why were they recording scenes where Demi was drunk? What was the purpose of adding that content in the original documentary? Which was the original concept of it? All those questions made me deduce the original docu-series was going to show another side of Demi's relapse, which, before I explain, is a side that doesn't really exist, because we all know what it led to months after. I believe they were going to show the side where Demi was controlling her addiction to a point where it wouldn't cause her any damage, possibly showing she wasn't an addict anymore and now was able to drink socially with friends. While I'm recording this voice note, it really sounds crazy. I really do believe they were going to put that mask around Demi about how free she was, when in fact she looked miserable and even admitted she was later on.
So I was stuck in this like unhappy position, and here I am sober, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm 6 years sober, but I'm miserable. I'm even more miserable than I was when I was drinking. Why am I sober?
Within all the situation where her ex-manager threatened to abandon her if she relapsed, and even called her selfish, I also wouldn't be surprised at all if they forced Demi to talk on this old documentary about how she was feeling liberated and better now that she was drinking.
It wasn't a matter of if they were going to leave, it was, we are leaving. There's no more that we can do for you. And I reached out to the people that were on my team, and they responded with, like, you're being very selfish. This would ruin things for not just you, but for us as well.
I'm positive they would make Demi sell this elusive image of hers that it absolutely did not represent what she was feeling at the time and what she really needed to talk.
You have to be this icon. Mental health is something that we all need to talk about.
What Dallas said here and Demi's speech at this concert are in total sync. It was hammered into Demi's head she had to be that icon, that role model, that she needed to help people and that she needed to be an inspiration. It's a lot for someone who's having to deal with all the misery going on in her life. Mental health is something that we all need to talk about, yes, but in that time it was Demi's mental health that needed to be discussed and worked on. She needed to get better before actually being and considering herself capable of helping others. That is exactly why one day Demi didn't feel like doing her speech before singing Warrior on tour. It was on the European leg, where she already wasn't sober anymore.
You know, I normally do like a talk here where I talk about mental health, but like I kind of don't feel like talking about it. I don't know, I feel like I talk about it too much sometimes. I've shared my story with you guys so many times, you already know it.
Demi's good at making you believe that she's okay.
Demi is very good at hiding what she needs to hide.
Demi herself confirmed this years ago when she released Simply Complicated, about how she managed to use drugs and hide it from everyone around her.
I was using while I had a sober companion. I was sneaking it on planes, sneaking it in bathrooms, sneaking it throughout the night. Nobody knew.
This was the best show you have ever done. It's just only going to get better from here.
Yeah.
Not an important topic, but if you're not a Demi stan and you're wondering which concert was this one, it was the Rock in Rio Lisbon on June 24th, 2018, exactly 1 month before she overdosed.
Yeah. I snapped.
I don't know if you guys understand how important this selfie is. This picture was taken hours before Demi overdosed, and that's how I know it. Demi dyed her hair blonde on July 18th, 6 days before the incident, so all the media around that time with Demi having blonde hair was obviously taken in less than a week. The following video shows Demi on July 23rd's evening celebrating Danny Vitale's birthday on a restaurant. She was wearing a green jacket and having blonde hair, which proves it was taken on the same day as the selfie.
So dope, I got it right after the candles blew out.
It was in the fridge.
By the way, she overdosed in her home, which the party after Danny's birthday took place. At first, it looks like a normal picture, but there's a reason why it was included in the trailer, and that's why. It's Demi's last picture before overdosing. Look at her eyes, she was absolutely not okay. Her concert one day before in California, she looked somewhat not like herself. Did she really forget the "I'm sorry I'll get help" line in Sober that day? Or she simply didn't want to say it because she didn't want the help? Or because pretending to forget the lyrics actually meant to cry for help?
Fuck, I forgot the words.
Many questions from this day are still unsolved. The fact her assistant found Demi unconscious with blood and vomit around her. Like, where did everybody at the party go? Does it mean Demi kept using the drugs alone after the party was over? Or that they simply decided to leave her in that condition so no one could take the blame? Dani, the birthday girl, said days after Demi's OD that she never ever used or saw drugs. Does it mean Dani was not at the party on Demi's house or that she was lying? I hope we can all have the answers in the doc, because July 24, 2018 still haunts me to this day. I hope you all don't take these questions the wrong way though. I'm not implying any answer or presuming what happened. I have a lot of doubts and I'm just worrying about what could have occurred this day, as I'm sure everyone else does. By the way, just so we can enlighten a bit the vibes here, did you realize this noise on the trailer is the same one played in the Sober lyric video?
Yeah.
You're watching all of her blood come out of her body into a machine.
She was like, I can't see anything.
So, things we need to talk about here. If you zoom on Demi's hand picture, there's a bracelet that says July 24th, 2018, indicating the picture was taken the same day Demi entered the hospital. What Diana said about Demi's blood being transferred to a machine represents the hemodialysis process. The amount of drug substances inside Demi's body was such at a high level that they needed a machine to filter and remove them quickly. That is mainly why Demi said on the next part she had 5 to 10 more minutes. Her friends and the paramedics managed to use Narcan on her, which opened her airflows and allowed her to breathe, since she was not breathing at the time they found her. But if the doctors didn't remove immediately all those substances from her body with the helping of a dialyzer, Demi would not have survived. About the temporary blindness, Demi did an interview as soon as the trailer premiered, and she said, "I was left with brain damage, and I still deal with the effects of that today. I don't drive a car because I have blind spots on my vision." She also said, "And I also for a long time had a really hard time reading. It was a big deal when I was able to read out of a book, which was like 2 months later because my vision was so blurry." Demi also said there were a lot of repercussions of her overdose and that she wouldn't change a thing. Instead, she feels like those experiences are there to remind her of what could happen if she ever gets into a dark place again. She said, "I'm grateful for those reminders, but I'm so grateful that I was someone that didn't have to do a lot of rehabbing. The rehabbing came on the emotional side." To sum up, Demi said, "It was a painful journey, and I look back and sometimes I get sad when I think of the pain I had to endure to overcome what I have, but I don't regret anything." Despite everything, she said she's proud of the person she is today. Demi's brain damage was probably caused by the 3 strokes she suffered. Remember when I said they found her with blood and vomit around? The strokes consequently caused a hemorrhage somewhere in her body, which is unfortunately common in overdose episodes. To know everything that happened, we'll have to wait until March 23rd. I'm just repassing information that media vehicles already posted.
Now more than ever, she's...
Demi apparently booked this place for some project we don't know it on full. Maybe she just went there to record backstage scenes for the documentary, maybe there is something more. What we do know is that she never posted a photo of this gorgeous look, but she posted a butterfly-themed selfie in the same place.
I've really struggled with this.
Are you entirely sober now?
This part made me so anxious because I never needed an answer to BS in my entire life as I do now. This part hits a bit differently when we do remember the rumors Demi entered rehab again after the whole 21 Savage memes and Twitter deactivation in early 2019. Demi laughed in memes everyone else was, but people didn't want to appreciate it coming from her because she's a recovering addict. And for them, it was something laughable, invalidating her feelings and rights just because she overdosed. The amount of disrespect and cancellation they implied on her just for this made her deactivate her Twitter account, and rumors that she had to enter a rehab in Hawaii started to emerge on the internet. I'm pretty sure when people make fun of your addiction and bash you about that, it can easily triggers you into relapsing. Rumors are rumors, they may be false or not, but I think it's worth mentioning them because it has a possible chance of them being true. Thank you so much for watching. I wanted so much into this video because I am so motherfucking hyped for Dancing with the Devil. I hope you all understood the purpose of this, and comments of any kind feel free to share below. Also, subscribe for more Demi Lovato content, and I see you next video. Bye!